PTE Help. Test 7, Describe Image. Sample Answer 1. This diagram represents the carbon emissions per capita, by various nations and their respective cities, such as New York, London, Tokyo, Stockholm, and Rome. Firstly, the most salient feature is that USA is the leading nation in this category, where the emissions are noticeably highest, accounting for almost 22,000 kg per year, whereas UK and Japan are emitting almost same amount of CO2, around 10,000 kg. Sweden and Italy hold last two positions. On the other hand, the emissions by Rome and Tokyo are same, but these are still less than New York's emission. PTE Help. Test 7, Describe Image. Sample Answer 2. This chart illustrates the difference between the rural and urban population of China, and how it changed from 1950 till 2010. Firstly, the most salient feature is that a significant, as well as steady growth can be noticed in the urban population in China, which almost doubled in 2010 from 1950. On the other hand, the population growth in rural areas was around 500 million in 1950, and after a decade, it started inclining moderately, peaking at 800 million in 1990. However, a gradual downfall trend was noticed in it after the year 1990. Overall, it could be assumed that the urbanization is showing its impact in China now. PTE Help. Test 7, Describe Image. Sample Answer 3. The bar chart illustrates the evolution of poverty in the year 1981, 1990, 1999, and 2010. The most salient feature of the chart is that China and India faced extreme levels of poverty in the year 1980, accounting for 82% and 60% respectively. However, China showed a noteworthy elimination of the poverty levels by dropping its ratio to just 10% in 2010. On the other hand, India's poverty rate decreased in the following decades, but comparatively, it was higher than China and other developing world. Oppositely, The poverty rate in the sub-Saharan Africa was at its extreme level in 1999, peaking at 58%. PTE Help. Test 7, Describe Image. Sample Answer 3. The bar chart illustrates the sales of fruits by a shopkeeper. The sales have been measured in pounds. The most salient feature of the chart is that grapes are maximum sold, accounting for £11. The sales of peach followed grapes, which are only £1 less than the grapes. The third position is held by cherries, whose sales was £7. In addition, £6 apples are sold, followed by £5 of lemons. In the last, lemons are the least purchased by the consumers, accounting for £4 of total sales. PTE Help. Test 7, Describe Image. Sample Answer 5. This line chart compares the poverty rates by education, from the year 1968 till 2000. The most salient feature of the chart is that poverty rate was highest among the high school dropouts. It is estimated that it was around 50% in the initial year, which also dropped for 10 years, but drastically inclined, peaking at 27% in 1995. On the other hand, the high school graduates faced the second highest poverty levels. Opposite to these, poverty level existed noticeably lower among college graduates than others, which almost remained even, and less than 5%. PTE Help. Test 7, Describe Image. Sample Answer 5. This map represents the Australian continent, and its diversity. First of all, the most salient feature of the representation is that the central, southern, and western Australia mostly covers deserts, consisting of a huge geographical area. On it Northern Territory and in Queensland, grassland areas can be found. Moreover, the extreme northern boundary covers tropical areas, followed by subtropical areas in the extreme eastern part. New South Wales, Australian Capital Territory and Victoria fall in the temperate zones. Surprisingly, there are very few equatorial areas. PTE Help. Test 7, Describe Image. Sample Answer 7. This map shows the worldwide rhino's population distribution. There are total 5 species of rhinos in the world. The most salient feature of the map is that the population of white rhino is maximum in the world, accounting for around 20,000, which are found in the South Africa. In the Central and Western African regions, black rhinos are found, which are nearly 5,200 in count. The greater unhorned rhinos can be found in India, which are more than 3,500. The most vulnerable species of the rhinos are Sumatran and Javan, which are so rare, accounting for just 162 respectively.